Hey, welcome back. We are just going to get this party started because the burning question is, did Sarah miss the deadline? Now we know Sarah Boone excels at everything. She's compos mentis, a straight A student. However, she still doesn't know what she's doing or quite how to do it. And we're going to go head to court and see exactly why Sarah is aware of the mail process in jail. And if she did miss the deadline, it's on her. Like she told George, it's on you.
I don't think you have enough time. I'm just doing my best, and if you could please keep an eye out for my motions.
I will be on the lookout for them. You said there were 5, correct?
Yes.
All right, I will be on.
If you could please include me on the certificate of service for whatever hearings that we have that are no longer a surprise for me, please.
Understood.
Sarah needs to get her ducks in a row. She seems to be very upset right now with Judge Cranick regarding her 5 motions that he hadn't received yet. Her helmet is strapped on. She's moving forward and making demands, as we can see. Now, she's doing this in Judge Jackson's court too. Sarah's pretending like she doesn't know what's going on. I have a feeling she missed her deadline and she's going to blame it on her ignorance. But we see here that Sarah is very familiar with the prison process, the jail mail, the snail mail, however you call it. She's familiar with the process. So we know Brian, he submitted his closing 5-page closing argument almost the next day after court. His attorneys uploaded it electronically and we were able to read it. We the people all saw it. But Sarah, it's been crickets on her end. None of her 9 representatives helped her upload it electronically. They didn't ensure that it was to the judge. And this was her final heist. This is her upwards of $62,000 payday. It looks like she may just have to send someone over to Brian's house to collect the gas station heirlooms from the basement. Brian said they're packed up and ready to go.
So I also sent you, I believe, 5 motions. Have you received those?
No, ma'am, I have not.
They were mailed last week.
Then I have not received them yet. The last correspondence I got from you, ma'am, was received on July 8th.
Okay. 5 motions I've mailed. They're probably sitting wherever else it is, considering it takes a day for you all to receive my mail, considering I'm right down the street from you all. So I have those also in order, which may change whatever information or anything that I'm trying to acquire in between now, the month less that I have in order to prepare for my trial. That's in October. So if you could keep an eye out for those also. I don't know who I'm supposed to ask. How did Mr. Lane come into any of this? Like, how was he called?
Mr. Lane has been your investigator in this case, and he was advised to attend this morning's hearing by virtue of being provided the discovery in order to digitize it so that you can have access to it.
The court contacted him?
I did not contact him.
Am I allowed to speak to him directly?
You can?
Mr. Lane, who contacted you in order for you to be here, please?
The JA contacted me.
If I'm pro se and my own attorney, shouldn't I be included in all of this so I know what's going on and not a surprise hearing like it is again for the second time?
Okay, so if Sarah did miss her deadline, I hope that it's still uploaded so that we can read it. If not, we have an idea of what she's demanding. But if Sarah did miss her deadline, she's very aware of how the process works. You see, Judge Cranick explained to her, being pro se, you don't work on the same timelines as if you had an attorney or 9 representatives. Brian's attorney was able to electronically upload his closing the next day. Sarah, she's in her cell, burning through 15 pens, starting from page 1, trying to write margin to margin and beat a deadline of 3 days. Her closing, as one of you said in the comments, should have been prepared already for court. She had years. She's had years to prepare for this. This was her big payday. Why would you not have your closing prepared?
Ma'am, again, this is why there were benefits to being represented by counsel. The court has already identified in its 16-page order the reasons for why you no longer have those benefits.
Right, which
It
is
makes things
malformed.
exceptionally more difficult, as I explained to you, in communicating with the court and communicating with the state attorney's office.
Isn't that what a certificate of service is for anything that's filed by anybody in the court?
There
That
was,
should be included in that.
ma'am, there was no certificate of service for setting this for today. This was coordinated by the JA. You were advised as soon as it was set. It was set yesterday.
It's just very odd to me that the news knew about it before I did.
Again, I can't speak to that.
And so nonetheless, my constitutional right to counsel is being forfeited on your behalf in the court. So now I don't get appropriate notice in preparation for me to be able to be here and doing what I'm supposed to be doing and act as and perform as?
I've already addressed the reasons, ma'am, for why there was a forfeiture and alternatively a waiver in the 16-page order that you were provided. Again, it's difficult to communicate with you based on where your current housing is. I'm not able to pick up the phone. The judicial assistant's not able to pick up the phone to communicate with you or send you an email to schedule certain things. And it leaves a little bit of a level of further complication.
How is it the news knows before I do?
You keep asking the same question and the answer is going to be the same. I cannot answer that question for you because I do not know. Last night, I've already explained.
Am I allowed to ask the news crews how they got here?
No, ma'am, I'm not going to let you do that. They're not under oath. They're not a party to this action right now.
It's wrong and it's unfair.
You're certainly entitled to that opinion.
Sarah's giving him a death stare. I just had to share that with you all to see that Sarah is very compos mentis and she knows what's going on. It was not only a holiday, but the jail mail or prison system is slow and she's aware of it. So we're going to head over to court now with Judge Jackson. Let's get this party started.
My family law case is the new prey waiting to be picked apart and pillaged.
I guess I'll never get my fresh start from everything being made so impossible.
It simply seems I cannot forgive and be forgiven and move forward.
Okay, we're in court and Judge Jackson, she's bracing herself. Brian's attorney has the floor, but she knows that Sarah excels at everything.
Now, all the phone calls that Miss Boone has had with your son, have you paid 100% of all those calls?
Yes.
Okay. Has there ever been any family member or anyone else in Miss Boone's family that's given you any financial assistance towards?
No.
All right. Now, Miss Boone indicated in her pretrial memorandum and in other places that she's alleging that you have possession of some of her belongings. Mm-hmm. Are you aware of that?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have possession of some of her belongings?
Yeah, anything that had any kind of value I had gotten out of the storage unit, so.
Okay. And you took it out of the storage unit when you stopped paying for the storage unit, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. And where did you relocate those items to?
To my house in Winter Park, and then they came with me to.
Okay. And do you still have those items?
Yes.
If Miss Boone were to have a family member come by or a friend come by asking for those items, would you release those items to that individual?
This is my legacy. Judge Jackson is trying not to laugh. Sarah's collection of empty liquor bottles and half-smoked cigarettes.
Sir, despite Miss Boone being where she is and having done what she did, are you still committed to making sure that your son has a relationship with her?
As long as he wants one, yes.
Okay. While he's still a minor and he doesn't get to make decisions for himself, are you?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I have no further questions, Your Honor.
Brian, you do know you're under oath, right? You know Sarah is boiling. While Judge Jackson gets her ducks in a row really quick.
Just a minute.
When I attended the family law hearing telephonically, there were some parts of the recording where I was speaking to Sarah. So I didn't edit those out just so that you guys can hear it, what I was thinking during the trial. Sarah put on a SHIT show. She couldn't remember anything, just going in circles. Shout out to Tanika, Hear Me Out.
Miss Boone, do you have any
Edie,
questions for
Larry
Mr.
Powers,
Boone?
everybody who attended the hearing.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, let's get back to court.
All right, you may inquire.
Your Honor, is there a particular order I'm supposed to follow?
Straight A student.
I'm sorry, I can't understand you.
Is there a particular order I'm supposed to follow in regards to items or topics?
Or any of the issues that you're raising or your positions in the case, okay?
Thank you.
She's so phony.
Brian.
Brian is tapping his foot. He's over it.
When have you ever included me since my incarceration of February 2020 in any major decisions at all regarding our son?
I mean, there haven't really
What?
been any huge decisions.
COVID wasn't
Oh
a
my
huge
God. Is
decision?
she serious?
Well, no, we did, and you told me that you did not want him to get vaccinated, which scared the crap out of me that you thought that.
Why do you not answer my phone calls when I attempt to communicate with you?
Because I don't care to talk to you.
Ooh, Judge Jackson is like, okay.
So in regards to our son, you do not want to communicate with me.
If
You're
there
just
is a
using your
conversation
son.
you want to have about, you're welcome to have it with me. That's not what you call for.
What else is it that I call for?
To beg.
To yell at me about some random thing, or tell me I need to buy things for.
Get her, Brian.
You do realize, Brian Calloway Boone, that you are under oath.
I do.
Brian Calloway, but she like his
When was the
mom?
last time you ever
Sarah.
answered a tablet message,
I've never answered a tablet message.
Oh,
including from Orange County 5 years ago?
Correct. Mm-hmm.
Why is
Brian's
that?
all proud, like, yeah.
Because I didn't want to.
Oh,
So you do not want to speak to me on the phone, and you do not want to answer tablet messages.
Yes.
Look at Judge Jackson.
How else do you propose you and I communicate being the parents of our son?
I'm not sure what it is that you wanted to communicate about him.
Major decisions are one.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
For
the
instance,
fact- when have you ever responded to any of my letters that I have written to you from no response or answer of a phone call?
She is going in circles. Sarah has lost the plot.
like in the mail letters?
A handwritten letter, yes, that I have mailed to you.
I don't think you've done that in like 4 years.
You just told me 2 weeks ago that you received mine in regards to the visitation applications that I sent to you.
Well, yes, that wasn't a letter to me. That was an envelope with some applications in it.
In the parenting plan, it says that you are not to use the child as a ploy or a mode of communication. How else am I supposed to communicate with you if not through our son, through a letter, a tablet, or a telephone call?
Yeah, I read all your tablet messages. If you've got something you need to talk to me about it and you put it in the message, I will see it and I will answer your call. Or maybe even write back, but I've never seen that.
You just said that you do not answer phone calls because you do not want to. You just
Yes,
said you do not have any text messages because you do not want to. You do not respond to letters. Therefore, I
If-
have to ask you regarding our son. You are putting our son in that predicament. Is that correct?
Now, if you have something legitimate you want to talk to me about, then you let me know and I will talk to you about it.
How would you know if it was legitimate or not? You don't answer. I have nothing ever to speak
Once
to you
again,
about in regards to anything
you-
other than our
Hold on.
son.
Wait till the question's over. All right, now you may answer.
Let's take a look back at this quick parenting request / demand that Sarah had.
Really. Know that.
In the Case Management Conference, September 19, 2022, requested by the respondent from her repeated and still ongoing exclusion and indigent status from non-payment of alimony. It's all Brian's fault. Sarah says he should have obeyed court orders and continued payments up to expiration date, quote, based upon completion, if not to the respondent as directed, but to an escrow account in an attempt to show good faith efforts and obedience and cooperation with the case and court as a whole for determination and disbursement at the appointed time and to the appropriate party by the judge.
Keep in mind, as Sarah is demanding the money be placed in an escrow account, she's neglecting to mention the $600 monthly that Brian is providing for her commissary, medical snacks, and medical needs, because her stomach doesn't digest the prison food and she doesn't like water. She needs her Dr. Pepper or motivation in a cup. Also, she isn't telling the court that Brian pays for her storage facility for the heirlooms and her legacy. So she's demanding all this money, but she's neglecting to mention that Brian's already currently providing for her. Futuristically.
Negative earned. Jennifer Gladsky continues. Upon arriving from the holding cell, I spoke with inmate Boone about her behavior, arguing during count. Inmate Boone seemed to be receptive while being spoken to, but then mentioned that she felt uncomfortable with inmate Mitchell. I asked her if anything inappropriate was done to her, to which she stated, quote, "No, nothing ever happened." Inmate Boone mentioned that she just felt uncomfortable with the way that inmate Mitchell supposedly treated her. I asked inmate Boone if she was in fear of her life. Inmate Boone stated, quote, "No, I'm not in fear."
And for about 4 or 5 days, inmate information just reflects that Sarah refused her breakfast tray day after day and her lunch trays as well, until we have a little negative contact. On 3/16, while working in the dorm, inmate Boone approached the officer station and stated she was still having issues with inmates Willis, Quashonda, Linton, and Sandra. I spoke with all inmates concerned due to them having a disagreement in the bunk area. Inmate Boone stated that inmate Willis and Linton were harassing her and calling her a killer. Again, I spoke with both inmates about the situation. Both inmates stated that inmate Boone was lying. Linton and Willis stated that they were arguing because Boone is talking about them while she thinks they are sleeping. Due to inmate Boone demanding that both inmates be separated and she not be moved, I felt that there was inmate manipulation in play. I spoke with Corporal Sutton about the incident, and she stated she would speak with all the inmates involved. Isn't that something? Sarah doesn't want anyone calling her names, but she calls people names all day. POS, former husband. Yeah. And that corporal was absolutely right that there was manipulation in play. Sarah's demanding that these inmates be separated and she be the one that stays in the dorm. Oh, Sarah. Hey, now, if you made it this far, you know I appreciate you, and I will see you on the next episode, and it's coming really soon. Bye!